Okay, basically, yeah, back in the day, Give It All You Got was done in here, and they just came in to do a demo, and with Juan and Derek and Mark, and they just told me it was a demo, so we're doing the song. And back in the day, it was only 8 tracks. I had an 8-track mixing console, and we synced it up with the SB 1200, and literally through the 3.5 minutes, there was 5 guys in there. Phil Jones from Power 96 helped us too. And there was marks all over the sliders and the knobs. And halfway through the song, you'd turn it up and pan it to the left, and then bring it down to the next mark at 2 minutes and pan it to the right, and just crazy stuff like that back in the day. And if you messed up, you had to start all over again. And it was printed on that reel-to-reel machine behind me. All the people's stuff was done on that reel-to-reel. That's what most of the masters from here came from, is that reel-to-reel there. So basically, I got another story if you want about the Get Some crew.
Sure.
I don't know if you guys know the song "Get Some Go Ride Out." That was one of their biggest hits,
Right.
too. Oh, and that's another one I didn't say. "Run Forest Run" from Get Some Crew was done in here too. But "Get Some Go Ride Out" was their album, and that was a beat was done. That was the last song on their album, and it was the end of the day. And they said, "Well, we got this beat. Don't know what to do with it." And Total Chaos was in here, and Total Chaos said, "Play the beat." He ran in there and he just went, "Get some go ride out. It's time to ride out. Oh, y'all say hey." And he did all that for like 3 minutes. Then we put the crowd in there where he said, "Hey," and do this and do that. And bam, I think the song was done in an hour. And that was one of their biggest hits besides Run Forest Run. So,
Nice, nice.
yeah.
And going from the bass stuff, you met Stevie B and you went to work for Stevie B, correct?
Right. Well, truthfully,
How that, go ahead and tell that story, how that came about.
yeah, well, I mean, I'd like to say I owe a lot to Derek and Afro-Rican, because after that song, a lot of people came to me. All right. So God bless him, and God bless, that whole vibe that happened. It was a great vibe. But yeah, Stevie, I guess MC Zeus and them heard about, the big things that were happening in here. And they came and did Chicken Head. And Stevie owed me money. Okay. So they're like, "Oh, Stevie B's paying for it." I said, "I don't know this Stevie B. I don't care Stevie B, C, and D. He got to come pay me now, or you guys ain't recording." All right. So I made him come here. He came here, and he ended up putting all them bongos and stuff in Chicken Head, and the guitar, all that stuff. He did that night, and he loved working with me from then on. He called me up and he said, "Hey, I want you to work with me." I worked with him on a couple songs, and then all of a sudden one morning, I used to live here. He comes outside with a giant tour bus. He says, "Let's go to Tampa and buy $60,000 worth of equipment. Come with me." I canceled all my sessions, got in the tour bus, and bam, we went on the turnpike to Thoroughbred Music in Tampa. That was his hometown, because he had just hit it big and he wanted to show off in his hometown. So we went there and bought $60,000 worth of equipment, and that's how the first gold record was made, the "Because I Love You" album. No, I'm sorry, scratch that. That's how the first gold record was made. The shit. What is that album? Okay.
That's the one, yeah, yeah.
What is the album, real quick, and then you could splice, right?
Yeah. The
What?
first gold record was called "In My Eyes."
In My Eyes. Okay, that's it. That's the name of the album. So, anyways, yeah, we went up to Thoroughbred and bought the stuff, and then after that, then we bought all the equipment and made a studio around the corner. He painted it all pink. I don't know why, but it was a giant warehouse that was pink. Okay, but good vibes, anyways. And that's how "In My Eyes" album was made, which went gold very fast. And then it followed with uh, damn,
I love you.
"Because I Love You." Yeah, that was
Yeah,
the
what
next
happened
one.
with "Because I Love You"?
Well, "Because I Love You," by that time, Stevie had pulled me out of here for 2 years. And I got him, he told me, he said, "What do I do with all this money?" I told him, "Invest in real estate." He said, "Great, find me some real estate." So I found him 7 acres out west. A friend of mine's father had arthritis and he couldn't run the farm anymore. So, make a long story short, we turned this farm into a 7-acre resort, which was incredible. Jacuzzis and pools and pool tables and Chicken Head and all them guys were there, MC Zeus and DJ Dynamite, and we all just had a party for 2 years. Actually, did a bunch of albums out there. Did another MC Zeus album and a bunch of other artists. Jaya, I don't know if people remember Jaya. Her album was done out there. That was a big hit, and a lot of stuff. So that's how the Because I Love You album was done. Was out there at B-Land. We called it B-Land. We had a big gate, electronic gate that said B-Land that came across, and that's how that was done.